Here's the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a disturbance moving across the southern portion of the country along the Gulf Coast. And that's been producing quite a bit of severe weather the last few days, and mainly across Texas. They've been getting quite a number of fairly bad hailstorms. Last evening was in San Antonio. The night before was the northern suburbs of Dallas-Fort Worth. That system will be moving across the Gulf Coast, but that's not here. It'll be dry, it'll be sunny, and highs will be warming up into the 60s to near 70 in our western counties. We'll see those 70s slowly encroach. Western Iowa could see lower 70s as we move into Thursday, and maybe even as far east as I-35, maybe even a little further east on Friday. You see a storm system approaching in the Plain States. It's not moving very fast. There's one reason for that. High pressure over the east, which is not moving further to the east because of this upper level low that's in the western Atlantic. That's not moving very fast either. So you have one system blocking a high pressure, blocking another system that's trying to bring precipitation toward us, but not really succeeding. Even as we go into the weekend and even Saturday or so and Sunday, maybe a little bit of precipitation tries to come in. It doesn't look to be widespread. It looks to be fairly light, maybe a tenth of an inch at best. And then as we move toward the early part of next week here on Monday, you can see the system is trying to move up toward us, except another high pressure to our north is going to push it back to the south. And as you see, it starts to push south and starts to dissipate here as we move toward Tuesday. And with the dry air still around, well, the dry air coming back, temperatures don't really drop off with the humidity levels really staying fairly low. So highs in the 60s and 70s is possible. Could start seeing some higher fire danger if we don't get a lot of precipitation with that system on Sunday, and it doesn't look like we're going to. We may have to wait quite a while, even as we look toward through next week. It doesn't look very active across the state, at least until maybe the end of next week, when a system starts to come in with some chances of showers and thunderstorms. And this is here next Friday. A system is approaching from the west, and that should be our next widespread chance of showers and thunderstorms, widespread across the state, or at least a very good chance to see it across the state. That's next Friday. That's over a week from now. We'll see if this continues on future model runs, and we're going to probably need the precipitation by that point. Satellite image from last evening. There's the storm system over Texas and into the Gulf Coast, producing quite a bit of severe weather down there earlier in the evening. System moving off the East Coast, and cloudiness moving into the west with another system there as well. Watch warning map from last evening. Frost and freeze conditions across the Ohio Valley into the Appalachians. And severe weather continuing at this point over Texas, over from about San Antonio and Austin toward Houston. And that's where it's going to stay. A lot of the rain is going to stay down along the Gulf Coast and up through Texas, Oklahoma, and into the plains, where they could see quite a bit of rain. Very little, except in the less hills of western Iowa. Virtually nothing for the next 5 days around here.